Welcome, everybody. It's your boy, the Top Star. We're here with a very special episode of VSW Podcast. Tonight, we got the president and the vice president of the JWO talking about how I got in. If you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. So let's get down to the action, shall we? Let's talk to these guys. DJ, Rob, what's up?
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. What's up?
What's happening? What's happening, my keeper? What's happening, VP?
What's up, Prez? What's up, Keeper?
How is everybody doing this afternoon?
Fucking tired. I just got out of fucking work.
Same
Another-
Fago, different
day, right?
Different bottle.
Yep,
You know,
absolutely.
Well, it's been a little bit. It's been maybe about a week now since we've released that footage that I thought was honestly lost. Okay, I thought it was lost from the day that TJ, you came to my house, you had that camera, dude. You had another match too earlier that day. I remember you saying it. You came to my house, and then you brought along the general, and he did what he had to do. If people watched the video, you saw it. And then to be honest with you, I kind of blacked out after that. I don't really know where you guys took me. I woke up the next day kind of in my house. But we're going to talk about a little bit about all that. But it's been about a week since, we found the footage and it surfaced. I've gotten some, positive feedback. I've gotten some people saying, what the fuck is going on? What is this? What did you do? Sell your soul to the devil? They see, the evil clown, and they just don't get what this brotherhood's all about. And so, but now we got the vice president here too. He wasn't with you that day. But
Nope.
the general was, and since then, we've all we've done things, we've hung out. We're an active. I would say we're an active group. Like we're as the JWO and me being its keeper. I keep notes on what we do, and we're pretty active every day. We're having communications meetings, behind the scenes stuff going on, a lot of stuff. So we're a very active group.
Oh yeah, voting chapels and everything and shit. We have a JWO 4-room and shit and everything. Call it the rec room, over in Club Hatchet. Both of you motherfuckers know exactly where that freaking place is on the Carnival Hall 6's Carnival campgrounds. And
absolutely.
everyone, us two may be the only ones in this room right now and shit, but the both of you has seen me swing that gavel and plant it down plenty of times during our chapels on plenty of votes and shit. We had a celebration, as a matter of fact, too, in that same Club Hatchet, as a matter of fact, the day that I got Tabitha back. And it was a big fucking party that we posted out there and shit and everything. I think that might have gotten lost in my timeline somewhere, but if y'all look down it and shit, you should be able to find the day that I got her back and shit.
So, yeah, we're gonna. I know there's a lot of people that because I've also gotten some emails about people trying to follow us along and follow the storyline. So maybe we'll make at some point like a definitive kind of playlist, which kind of puts everything kind of in order.
Oh, I pretty much already started that, as a matter of fact, Keeper. You go on my channel right now, look under my playlist, and you'll find the JWO New England chapter playlist. It's everything. Okay. It starts off with the JWO entrance song and video that you'll see me and Pix star in, and hopefully there's a remix to it someday and shit. But it starts out with that, and it goes down to everything that we've been in so far, leading up to even this one right now, since anything that talks about us and what we've done goes right in that list. So that's what you'll find us under.
Very good, very good.
What I'm also
let me ask you, President.
What I'm also thinking of, as a matter of fact, now that you got me thinking about all these things that are happening, I did see one or two motherfuckers in that place that was taping on their phones, I believe, the night that we did get Tabitha back and shit. So I don't know if they got that footage on their old Google photos or whatever, But if I can find that footage for you and shit, we'll put that shit up there for all the fans out there too, so they can see the celebration that went on. At least some of it, whatever.
I mean, that would be great. And like I said, the fans love this stuff if they love us. If they hate us, then they hate us. Doesn't matter what we put out. And we got them both. We got them both. What are you sniffing glue over there, Rob? What are you doing?
Want some? No.
You're sticking your
I don't
fingers
sniff
together like a
glue.
2-year-old. Stop playing with the freaking toys.
Hey,
But no, I was gonna ask you. We're gonna kind of get down to business here. Because we are kind of a little bit serious too. That day, that you came with your cameraman, you came to my house. What were you thinking coming out here? Like what was going through your head? Because you had never really been here before. We were on kind of 50-50 terms, cool, but maybe not so cool. But you're a bold motherfucker, so you just came right through, right up to the door. Past my family. What was going through your head?
Well, when I came out of the little carnival van that we came out of and shit, I call it like a little clown car and shit because you'd be amazed. It was a little short thing and shit, but it'd be amazed on how many juggalos you can fit in one car. But yeah, I took the guy behind the camera and shit, and I said, record this shit because I want this shit live. And we knew we couldn't do a Facebook Live at the time because we're just too outlandish, and they don't want it. They don't want that shit out there. So
Yeah, for sure.
So after it all stopped, stopped and shit, we went out of there, and I took a look at the guy. I'm like, okay, start recording. Just get up in front of me. And then he's like, okay, I got it right there. Like, okay, I'm walking up, and I'm noticing he's trying to rush to get on the property line to you and shit. And I'm looking at him going, whoa, hold on. You see this neighborhood? This neighborhood's posh, and it's fucking like half-ass and rich people out here and shit. You can't be going on property lines like we own the goddamn shit. You're going to get your ass arrested. And then what good is this fucking meeting and everything? I mean, shit.
Not for nothing. I mean, I wasn't going to tell you that day, and I haven't told you since, but it's kind of funny. There's an actual, like, an active working police officer that lives across the street.
Oh, shit.
Right directly across the street from me. Like, I see this house in the beginning of that video, and I'm like, if he was out with his dog that day, this wouldn't even have happened.
No, it wouldn't have happened. Nope.
Oh, you may be amazed. You don't know who you know now, but you'd be amazed. You wouldn't have even known if he was in our pocket right there. And yeah, if anybody who's listening out there, believe it or not, the JWO does have a pocket. It's just not that deep.
Not yet, anyway.
No, but we are getting up there because I believe in one terminology, and that's Robin Hood. Rob from the motherfuckers that don't need it and give it to the motherfuckers that do.
Yep, absolutely. Rob from the rich, give to the poor.
And
Amen. Amen to that. Amen to that.
Absolutely, absolutely, brother. Yep.
Oh yeah.
They can.
Okay, let me throw another one at you. Now, had things gone differently, had I not agreed, had I not been so nice, had I come out swinging, how would have things went down then with you and the general? So I'm that curious motherfucker that asks these things. I like to know the alternatives.
Had you not given up and went down swinging, you said?
Yeah, let's just say, I just attacked you straight when you came to my door.
Oh, well, you see, that's what backup is for. You see, what you didn't see is the other raptors waiting around in the wings.
Oh.
See, what you don't realize, Keeper, I didn't tell you this because, you didn't witness it. You were kind of out at the time and shit. But, yeah, I had your house surrounded that day. And I don't need guns. I don't need anything, sharp to make my freaking, self known and everything and shit. Tabitha was with me, as a matter of fact, that day, too. She was riding in the van along with me. And she didn't know what the hell I was going to do. She was surprised as hell because she didn't know who the motherfucker was that I had put that black shroud over. You see, that's one thing that the camera guy didn't show because I said cut it. But before we put you in that clown van, we had put a black hood shroud over you, tied some string around your neck so you wouldn't get that shit off and everything. You were pretty well and you know, still a little bit knocked out and shit. Not
I
exactly
believe it.
coming to.
I believe it because to be honest, I remember you coming. I remember you coming to my door. I remember coming. We're having a talk. I remember, the part where you kind of pull me aside. I remember bumping into pics, and you tell me, prove yourself, make a dent in them, show me what you got. And then after that, honestly, it was adrenaline kicked in. And watching the film, I really don't remember much. Even watching it back, I remember kind of looking up at the sun and kind of seeing him over me, and I'm like, I guess I don't know if I didn't even know at that point if I had made a dent or not. Honestly, I didn't know until the next day when you guys, I woke up and I have a little card that says "Welcome" on my fucking bed in little red paint, and it says on the bottom in little black letters JWO. I'm like, I guess I passed that test, but.
That's why I put that footage out there so finally you could understand that technically before I gave you that card, put it on your nightstand to wake you up and shit, I literally stood over Pickles while he stood over you and opened your eyes and made you look at me. Since you were blanked out at that time, I literally welcomed you to the JWO just right then and there. I actually told you too, if you paid attention, what patch you'd be getting. That's the day that I decided to name you Keeper. I said, you know what? I'm gonna need somebody with that keeperistic attitude right there. You're good at money. You're good with books. You're good with everything else like that and shit. Anything else that this freaking club cannot understand or whatever and shit, not feel comfortable with. This is what the keeper can handle. And I knew that you had enough responsibility underneath your belt to do that shit. So that's why I chose you for the job. That's why I chose my VP over in this corner for his job. Because I know he knows that I know that you know that I know that he knows that I know that we all do.
Exactly. I mean, that was the whole thing, and like, I have to say it was very well crafted and very well done. Just the way that you guys did, surround my house. I have to give props to that. I didn't know I didn't hear anything. I've been home all day that day. My kid's big fan of the JW, loves you guys. Favorite wrestler. He actually, has been using that gift you've been giving him. He loves that
Oh,
thing.
gee. You gave him that. You gave him it, TJ?
Yes, I did. It was the first one off the line.
Nice.
I plan on getting them more and shit off to the merch line and shit. Just got to get a few more made and shit, and I'll start selling the first lines out. But Luca, Versace's son, got his very first off the line TJ Tucker bitch bat replica. So
Nice.
anybody who's ever
The thing is
wanted
a
to
beauty. The thing is a
their own
beauty, Rob.
bitch
I
bat,
mean,
like
it's funny because the first time I met TJ, at that RW show I checked out, I asked him, "Hey, you guys, you sell replicas of your bat?" And at this point, it was just a thought in his head, and he was like, "No, but I do want to get it out there. I know it would sell." Fast forward
oh
like
yeah,
2, 3 years, and his first prototype is out, and my kid's got it, and this thing is a beauty. I mean, it looks just like the original. He took a plastic bat; it looks like it's a deadly weapon.
nice, bro. Nice.
I mean, it
yeah.
looks just like the real deal, the real steel bat. It's crazy.
You know how Nick
Nice.
Gage likes to sell his pizza cutters at the GCW show? Well,
Yeah.
this is what
Yeah.
would be related to that sort of thing. Because
Well, I love it. I love that kind of stuff. I'm a big merch fan. I believe in it. I believe it's a great way to fans to connect with the wrestlers. I believe it's a great way for wrestlers to make money without, having to kill themselves. And it's a win-win situation. Like people go home with something
Yeah, of
cool,
course it is.
and like that. I'm a big merch guy. I have drawers full of merch, shirts, everything, all that stuff. And when it comes to cool stuff like replicas and stuff, that's where it really gets interesting. Kind of cool because growing up as a kid, we always love these kind of like the replica belts, for instance. And then some of the wrestlers started coming out with kind of like replica props, even if you could find them. Unfortunately, WWE did only styrofoam, but I used to collect like the Undertaker's urn.
The
They had
fingers,
a few.
remember the fingers back in the day?
They had the
Remember the
big
number one
fingers
thing?
too.
All
Yeah.
the things, I used to have a couple.
Yeah.
And you would dress up as your favorite wrestler sometimes. You get the headbands, you get all that stuff. But then John Cena came out and they made everything for that guy. You could dress up as him if you wanted to, muscle suits and all. But
Yeah, I remember those.
this is stuff that kind of again connects the fans and takes those kids that want to be a wrestler and kind of puts them into that seat. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a big fan on toys and all that. So I love seeing the merch come out. I love seeing the creative side, juices flow inside come out of the wrestlers. Because believe it or not, in this industry, a lot of the guys, a lot of them, are very creative motherfuckers with a lot of creative ideas that are just can blow people away. I mean, I've talked to some guys in this industry, and it's like you just listen to them, it's like, wow, you just mind blown. And then you think about it, I mean, they've run products for years on years in the indie scene, month after month. This isn't, 100 WWE script writers. It's like one or two guys is freaking thinking about it.
Yeah, no
Right.
shit.
But we are just about out of time with this today. I just wanted to get you guys on there, to kind of talk, and show the world this is what we this is how we are now, but yeah, what I was gonna say is, we got some other footage we're trying to
Hold on.
scramble.
Oh, yep.
We got
There
some
you
other
go.
there's
Say hi.
Tabby. We got some other footage that we're trying to decipher. It's been heavily damaged. I think I know what it is, but it's been heavily damaged. A lot of this KPW footage has been damaged when supposedly what I heard was the Founding Fathers warehouse got raided, and they were scrounging to get rid of as much of our footage as possible because, well, it's all illegal.
Yeah.
But some of it was recovered, and I have one of it. I got someone working on it. I'm hoping I can get the whole thing out in its entirety. That's where we're at with that. But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of things coming in the works for JWO. You know where to find us. They can find us here. They can find us, all the JWO links you got, KPW. You guys all got different other promotions you're working
Follow us
to.
on Facebook too.
That's
Everybody's on
okay.
Personally,
Facebook.
all of us.
That's okay. As a matter of fact, too. But by the way, I just thought of this because you're talking about found footage and everything and shit. But there was a thing that went on when I was getting Tabitha back in the after Death Day 1, as a matter of fact, before Rage in the Cage and shit. See, I went out there with an old fucking phone, and a lot of people don't notice, but I taped not exactly the whole journey, but just some good parts of me getting to where I needed to go to get Tabitha out of that fucking box. And if I can recover, I already recovered the old phone that it's on because I found it in the old trash heap that was put out and shit. And I got to see if I can get a good technical guy over here in one of the tents over here and shit. But if he can refurbish that fucking card, you guys will be able to see the day that I fucking unearthed her after, I don't know, since she was buried back when I was 6 years old. So I unearthed her in 2021. So
That
you
would
can
be
picture
amazing.
that.
That would be amazing. We could, get that footage too. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of things coming, the fans' ways. They should just, stay tuned because there is going to be a lot and there's a lot of cool stuff that, is going to connect a lot, I think. Because if we can get some of this footage revealed, it's going to put the pieces together for some of the people that just aren't fucking following along.
Yeah,
But,
No, they don't.
and
No, they don't.
anybody who pays attention to my timeline on my playlist, the KPW, you're gonna notice that these new videos are not found on the bottom of the list. They're being put in perspective, as Versace just said. They're going to be new videos, but you're going to notice that they're going to be now blanks filled in between the KPW timeline now, where the new video will probably say a couple months, and then the next video below it'll say a couple years ago. Well, that's because that's new video that got placed in the still forming now timeline. I'm gonna start filling the holes as they should have did for the right Marvel MCU thing, one by one by one. That's what the KPW timeline's gonna
That's
look
what
like.
they should have done with us.
So
That's
it's gonna
what we're
look
gonna
legit
do.
now.
Yeah.
I have to say thank you guys for taking time out of your schedules. I know you guys are both tired, both busy. Looks like you probably had another match or something today, TJ. You know, every weekend something for you. And you know, Rob, I know how you're up to. VP's work is never done.
Absolutely not. Don't forget that.
I keep myself well endowed with work and shit, because the president's work is never done, and to make sure I stay fit and firm for however long a match persists in KPW, or however I do it in whatever fed I'm in, I got people off to the side that I'm always like, yo, you want to brawl? Let's go in the back right now.
Sounds good. Sounds very good. Thank you, boys. We'll be in touch soon, and we'll have you guys have yourself a great day.
You even better. Have a good one, Luca. Have a good one, Keeper. Later on, VP.
Whoop, whoop.
Later, brother. Whoop, whoop.